So I wasn't sick enough to really be able to go to the hospital or even to go and see my GP, because my GP had a lot of older patients and he kind of discouraged us to come and see him if we had any symptoms because he didn't want to get them sicker and I didn't want that either. And I basically the doctors told me as long as I can still breathe, I should just stay at home, have some paracetamol, and be done with it. And it will surely I will be all fine again. And I had the impression I had a heart attack. I really had, because I had this tight feeling on my chest and I couldn't breathe properly and I couldn't move and my lungs were burning and I mean I just really didn't feel well and I've never had anything like it. So I thought I had something more serious, but I couldn't. It wasn't as serious as other people had it, so I thought I would be okay. And at that point, I still thought I would be okay and I would recover, and that would, after a few weeks' time, I would be back to normal and I could go running again. And nobody knew me like that. I mean, my children and my husband, they were kind of, what's up with you? Why aren't you jumping out of bed as you usually do? I'm an early bird, yeah. So I used to go running in the morning before breakfast, yeah. That's me. So really go running and then I feel alive and well and all that, and all of a sudden I couldn't get up anymore. It's just impossible to get out of bed, to get my brain into gear. It's just not me. And I think it was other people who'd seen me before and who knew who I was, the person training and going running, who all of a sudden couldn't walk up the stairs anymore. I used to run up the stairs and cycle to work. And when I picked up my computer to work in home office, so that was mid-March. And that's when I noticed that something was wrong because I had to get off my bike and I sat there really on the floor, on the way up to the university where I was working, and I just couldn't get onto the bike anymore. And I sat there with my heart pumping, and people were, they stopped and looked at me and said, you're okay? And I said, I have no idea. I have no idea what's happening. And I just pushed my bike up to work, got my computer, and went home. And that was the last time I sat on a bike, and I haven't cycled since.